What I'm stood in front of now is a Navan C30, and the Navan brand has been around for about 3 years now, launched at Cannes in 2023, where they brought out this model, which is the C30. Since then, the brand has grown even more, producing the S30 and also a T30 model now, which is an open walk-around boat. So this Navan C30, as you can see, is a pilot house. So let's jump on board, have a look around this boat and give you my overall verdict. So when you're boating, one of the most favourite places of mine anyway, and maybe one of yours, is the bow of the boat. It's got to be a comfortable, spacious place to sit while underway and also relaxing while under anchor. As you can see, this Navan has loads of space. At the front, we've got a full walk around on the boat and you've got loads of space for your feet to walk around. We've got at the very front a bow spurt, so you can jump off onto the beach or a marina if you need to. And there's also a great big huge space for your anchor and some fenders maybe if you're putting them in there. We've got pop-up cleats around this boat, so that's brilliant. You can tuck them away if you don't want to knock your toes into them, or you can lift them up when you really need them for the ropes. The centre of stage on this boat is the massive big bed that we've got in the middle. So it's a great big huge space for 2 people to sit here, and there's a cushion which if you flip up, can flip into positions and drop all the way down while underway. So an amazing feature on this Navan C30 has to be the roof racks that we've got on the top. As you can see demonstrated, we have a flight board on the top, so you can put your flight boards there, but you can also put things like bikes on top. We've also seen some SUPs on top, so if you want to put all of that stuff up there, you can do without unrolling it, pumping it up at the back of the boat. Just makes it so much easier. If you're on land, pump it up there, chuck them on the top and not have to worry about them. There's also some grab rails around the side of me here, so I feel very comfortable and very protected while walking around the boat. We can also put fenders on the top there or at the marina. So let's head further back now to the pilot house. So now inside the Navan C30's pilot house, and as it's a walk around, you've got all that space around the side. What's inside that really counts? Obviously the walk around is brilliant, but also this cabin feels very, very spacious inside. You've got loads of space to sit back and relax in here. We've also got this door to my left, so if you need to put some fenders out, grab some ropes, you can just jump out there and do that. There's also an offset door on the right hand side, so for your passengers walking from the back of the boat or the front, they can get in from the middle. The helm is the main sort of stage of this boat. As you can see, we've got 2 Simrad 12-inch screens in front of me, which is brilliant. You can control the maps on one of them and the boat's general features on the other, but you can also function them together so you can have the maps or the general features on the boat on one screen, which allows for the other screen to be used for anything else. The Fusion sound system is brilliant on this boat. There's a great big subwoofer inside and the speakers dotted around the boat everywhere, so you can hear all your tunes while going along or at anchor, which is absolutely brilliant. So what is optioned on this boat is a JPO joystick, which is really useful, to be honest. Let's say you're going into marina and you've got a quite tight space in front of you. You can move the joystick around, you can adjust it, twist it left and right, and that'll help you get into your space in the marina much easier. You can also use Skyhook, which keeps the boat in position while you're on the water. So that's a brilliant feature to have on this boat, because it's a great way of enabling you to get into tighter spaces into marinas. But, however, you've also got the bow thruster at the front. It also comes with zip wakes as a standard option, which is brilliant. Let's say you've got a few people on one side of the boat and you want to level it out, you can just press the button so they can auto do it themselves and it'll level the boat while going underway. We've also got the buttons just behind the screen, just underneath the screen, which has the options for the windlass to turn it on, the windscreen wipers, the windscreen wash, some underwater lights if you have them optioned, our courtesy lights around the boat, our bilge pumps and our horn as well. Also, the options don't stop there. Down below my feet, there's 2 spaces to put your feet underway, so you can feel very relaxed while going along on this boat. So we're now going to show you the entertainment space on the inside of the pilot house, but as you can see, that driver's helm is absolutely brilliant. So the entertainment space on this boat inside is absolutely brilliant. Obviously, as you can see at the moment, we've got it with the driver's helm facing forwards, but the brilliant thing about this boat is you can flip the backrest back, move the cushion, and you've got an aft-facing bench here, so you can chat with your passengers who are sitting on this bench behind me. Also, we can fold out this table here, so you can have even more space for dining or to put drinks and food on while on the water. Also, if you flip this bench back, they've got cutouts on the table, so the seat can just slot in perfectly, leaving you with a great space to put drinks and food on the water. So we're now sat in the aft passenger seat inside the pilot house, and there's loads of space to sit and relax. I can put my feet up while sat here, and we can fit 3 or 4 people on this bench very comfortably while underway. And it's also great because you can chat with the people in the very far aft bench at the back. So it's a great place to entertain. You can have people sat on the driver's helm up over there, and you can also have people sat on the aft bench, and you can still converse with them because it's got this window here which folds up, so you can open that up just above the wet bar. We'll come to that later. But you can close it down while the weather gets a little bit bad, and you can stay in the warmth and protection of this Navan C30. So whilst in the back here, we've got 2 cup holders on either side of this boat, so you can have all your drinks in there, not have to worry about holding them or putting them on the table where they might fall over while underway. There's also speakers on the left and right of me, grab handle on the right of me here, the switches for the lights above and by my feet, and a charger over there, so you can charge all your mobile devices while underway. So let's head on down to the cabin now and show you around the cabin. So we're now sat in the Navan C30's cabin. It's a great space to sit here, putting your socks on in the morning, getting dressed. There's also a great large space to the left of me here, so you can put all your clothes in there, so you don't have to worry about them, getting them mixed up with any other things as well in the boat. So there's curtains around the boat, so you can cover up all the natural lighting that you get in here, and there's a lot of natural light that you can get in here via this window above me, the ones on the left and the right, and the very far one at the front over there. You can also option that with a blind or a fly screen, so you can open it up in the evening and not have to worry about any flies coming into the boat. Heading on further up now, we've got some courtesy lights to the left of me, so it's a great ambient place while sat in the boat. There's also some reading lights as well, so if you want to read a book in the evening, just before you go to bed, you've got the option of having the light and not having to go further back to go touch the light switch over there. There's 2 modes on it. There's the blue one, so if you don't have to put all the lights on in the night to wake up the other companion that you've got, you can turn that on, or you can also press the button on so you've got both lights on in the night. You can also, which is an option on the S and the C30, is option A, TV inside this. This hasn't got it optioned, but it's a great option if you want to watch the TV before going to bed in the evening. Also in the cabin space of this Navan C30 is a heads compartment to the right of me. As you can see, there's a toilet in there with a sink and a shower inside the sink, so it is a wet head. So that's brilliant if you're weekendering out on the water. The sleeping accommodation doesn't stop there. If you want to fit another 2 people on the boat, you can flip over the driver's helm cushion, drop this table down and pop in another cushion, so you've got another space for 2 people to sit or sleep on a night out on the water. Another feature on this Navan C30 inside is this indoor cooking space here. It's got a Wallace diesel stove and a sink as well, with a cup holder next to it, so you don't have to go outside to cook up any of your food while on the water. Another brilliant option on this Navan C30 is the bimini that you can drop in on the front or the aft of the boat. You can drop in 2 poles, and it gives you space to drop in a cover over the top of you, so you don't have to get all them sun rays on the front or the back of the boat. Heading on further back now, I've entered the absolutely amazing entertainment space that this Navan C30 offers. Just behind this wet bar, which does have a stove, Wallace diesel stove, so you can cook up your food on the boat. A sink on the middle, so you can wash all your dishes and your glasses on the boat. And also an ice chest on the very far left, so you can put all your drinks in there and keep them cool rather than going inside and going to the fridge, which is optioned on this boat. It's a brilliant space to entertain. Obviously you can close this glass over so you can get protection inside the pilot house, or you can open it up and encourage the entertainment to this aft bench that we have behind me. So what a great space. There's also options, the fold down cushions on the side of this boat, so you can have another 2 people sat on either side of this boat. You can also drop in a table here, so you can have loads of people eating around this boat on an evening, because it's got the lights on the very back of the boat, so you can light up this space and also have the courtesy lights so you can walk around. So we're now sat on the back of the Navan C30 on this aft bench here. It's a great space to sit. It encourages entertainment with that entertainment space in front of you. You can fit 3 or 4 people on this bench here. There's also storage underneath where we've got our table at the moment, so you don't have to worry about popping that table anywhere else and getting in the way. There's also access points and storage underneath my feet, so you can get to all the batteries underneath there, which is brilliant. On the armrest you've got cup holders, so you can pop your drinks there and not have to worry about them. And there's also a ski tow arch right behind me, so you can put your skiers, your wakeboarders, your tubers behind you, and that's a great space to pop them just over the engines so it doesn't get in the way. Head on towards the back now. There's a great space with these extended platforms, so you can jump onto the marina or jump into the sea. There's also, underneath my feet, a wet storage locker here, so you can put your wet ropes in there and not have to worry about them getting anything else wet inside the boat. There's also the cleats, the pop-up cleats at the back here, so there's loads of cleats around this boat to pop your fenders or ropes on. There's also the shore power on my right here, just next to the ski tow pole. The ladders are also on this starboard side here, so when you're jumping in on this side, you can drop the ladders down, they're really deep, so you can jump in and you can get onto the boat much easier. So what I'm currently stood next to here is a model of what's under the Navan C30, the S30 and the T30. It's all built on the same hull, which is this T-stepped hull that Brunswick, that make the Navan, have patented. It's a brilliant design. Obviously you can see that they've carved the front of the bow very nicely into the water, so it cuts in while you're driving along. Heading on further back, the T-step starts here. It encourages the boat to run more efficiently with the engines using less fuel. And heading on further back, there's another step there, so it makes it even more quicker, so there's not as much friction while underneath the boat while going along. So let's head up to the front now and show you the front around the boat. So I'm now stood on the outside of this Navan C30, and as you can see, what I've mentioned with that hull exists here. That aggressive angle into the water is brilliant. It digs into the water with that deep V, so it's a brilliant option on the boat. It also looks very sleek with this grey colour and the black on the bottom of the hull, and the window looks absolutely amazing as well. Contrasts very well with the top of the boat where the pilot house is. It's a very aggressive boat. The bow thruster is underneath the hull, and there's also self-draining ports around the boat. So what an amazing boat this is. In my opinion, it is one of the best adventure day boats you can get. You can also weekend on this one and have 4 people sleeping on it on board. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.